Welcome to our channel. Today, we're diving into the world of conspiracy theories that turned out to be true. Buckle up because these stories are as shocking as they are real. We're talking government cover-ups, secret experiments, things that sound like they came straight out of a movie, but they didn't. These are the stories that will make you question everything you thought you knew. Let's get right into it. Okay, so picture this, 1972, the Watergate Hotel in Washington, D.C. It's a typical night, the kind where you wouldn't expect anything out of the ordinary. Seems pretty normal, right? Wrong. Beneath the surface of this seemingly mundane setting, a plot is unfolding that will shake the very foundations of American politics. In the dead of night, 5 men break into the Democratic National Committee headquarters. These aren't just any burglars, they're operatives with a mission. At first it just seems like a random burglary, but as investigators dig deeper, they realize this is no ordinary crime. But guess what they find on these guys? Connections to President Richard Nixon's re-election campaign. Coincidence? I think not. This discovery sets off a chain reaction that will expose a web of deceit. This is where things get juicy. The media catches wind of the story, and suddenly the whole nation is watching. The more they investigate, the more secrets start spilling out. It's like peeling back the layers of an onion, each one revealing something more shocking than the last. It turns out Nixon's administration was involved in a whole web of lies and illegal activities trying to sabotage his political opponents. This wasn't just about one break-in, it was about a culture of corruption. They even find out that Nixon secretly recorded all the conversations in the Oval Office. Talk about shady. These tapes would become the smoking gun that would bring down his presidency. When the tapes come out, it's game over. The evidence is irrefutable and the public is outraged. Nixon tries to cover it all up, but the evidence is overwhelming. His attempts to spin the story only make things worse. The scandal rocks the nation, people are freaking out, protests erupt, and the media is in a frenzy. It's a national crisis. Can you imagine your own president lying and spying on everyone? The trust in the government is shattered. It's like something out of a horror movie. The betrayal, the deceit, it's all too real. The pressure is too much and Nixon is forced to resign in disgrace. It's a historic moment, the first time a US president has ever resigned. The Watergate scandal proved that even the most powerful person in the world isn't above the law. It was a victory for democracy and the rule of law. But the craziest part is, some people still believe that Nixon was innocent, that it was all a big conspiracy against him. The debate continues to this day. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Was Nixon a victim of a political witch hunt, or was he the mastermind of a grand scheme? This scandal just goes to show, sometimes the truth is stranger than fiction. The twists and turns of the Watergate saga are more dramatic than any movie script, and it makes you wonder, what other secrets are hiding out there? What other stories are waiting to be uncovered? Up next, we're diving into a conspiracy theory that's even more mind-blowing, MKUltra. This one will make you question everything you thought you knew. You won't believe what the CIA was up to during the Cold War. Stay tuned, the truth is out there and it's more shocking than you can imagine. Get ready to have your minds blown because we're about to enter the dark and twisted world of MKUltra. This isn't just a tale from the annals of conspiracy theories, it's a documented chapter in the history of covert operations. This isn't some sci-fi movie, guys, this is real life. The implications of these experiments are far-reaching and deeply unsettling. During the Cold War, the CIA was obsessed with mind control. They were driven by the fear of communist brainwashing techniques and the desire to stay ahead in the psychological warfare game. They wanted to create the perfect spies, people they could program to do their bidding. Imagine a world where individuals could be turned into unwitting agents, carrying out missions without even realizing it. And that's where MKUltra comes in. This program wasn't just a small-scale operation, it was a massive undertaking involving numerous sub-projects and countless human subjects. This top-secret program was all about experimenting on human subjects, often without their knowledge or consent. The ethical boundaries were not just blurred, they were completely disregarded. We're talking about giving people LSD, electroshock therapy, even hypnosis, all in the name of mind control. These methods were not just experimental, they were invasive and often brutal. They used soldiers, doctors, even unsuspecting civilians as their guinea pigs. The scope of the program was vast, and the selection of subjects was indiscriminate. Can you imagine being experimented on without even knowing it? It's terrifying. The psychological and physical toll on the subjects was immense, leaving many with lasting trauma. The CIA went to extreme lengths to keep MKUltra under wraps. They knew the public outcry would be enormous if the details ever came to light. They destroyed most of the records, so we'll never know the full extent of what they did. The secrecy surrounding the program only adds to its sinister reputation. But the documents that did survive paint a disturbing picture. They reveal a systematic approach to breaking down and manipulating the human mind. People were subjected to horrific experiments, often with devastating consequences. The psychological scars left on the victims were deep and enduring. Some victims even died as a result of MKUltra. The loss of life and the suffering caused by these experiments are a dark stain on the history of intelligence operations. The craziest part is, the CIA thought they were doing this for the greater good, to protect America from communism, but at what cost? The ethical and moral implications were profound. MKUltra is a chilling reminder of the dangers of unchecked power and the dark side of government secrecy. It serves as a cautionary tale about the lengths to which agencies will go in the name of national security. It's a story that will stay with you long after you watch this video. The legacy of MKUltra continues to haunt the corridors of power and the collective memory of those who were affected. But hold on, because it gets even crazier. The revelations about MKUltra are just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to covert operations. Up next, we're talking about Operation Mockingbird, another CIA program that will make you question everything you see and hear in the media. Don't go anywhere. The truth is often stranger than fiction, and we're just getting started. Chapter 3. Operation Mockingbird, the CIA's media manipulation. Hold on to your tinfoil hats because we're about to dive into a conspiracy theory that sounds so wild, it's almost impossible to believe. I'm talking about Operation Mockingbird. Imagine a world where the news you read, the shows you watch, even the music you listen to, is secretly controlled by the government. That's the chilling reality that Operation Mockingbird sought to create. This top-secret CIA program was all about manipulating the media to spread propaganda and influence public opinion. They used journalists, news organizations, even Hollywood to secretly push their agenda. They planted stories, spread disinformation, and discredited anyone who dared to question the official narrative. It was like something out of a dystopian novel, but it was happening right here in America. The CIA's goal was to control the flow of information, to shape public perception, and ultimately, to control the minds of the American people. They wanted to create a world where everyone believed what they wanted them to believe. The existence of Operation Mockingbird was revealed in the 1970s, but its full scope remains shrouded in secrecy. The CIA destroyed many of the program's records, making it difficult to know the true extent of their influence, but the evidence that does exist is damning. It shows a pattern of manipulation and deceit that should send chills down your spine. Operation Mockingbird is a stark reminder that we can't always trust what we see and hear. It's a call to be critical thinkers, to question everything, and to never take anything at face value. These three conspiracy theories, Watergate, MKUltra, and Operation Mockingbird, are just the tip of the iceberg. They show us that the truth can be stranger than fiction, and that sometimes the most unbelievable stories are the ones that turn out to be true. Operation Mockingbird began in the early days of the Cold War, a time when the United States was gripped by fear of communist influence. The CIA believed that controlling the narrative was essential to winning the ideological battle against the Soviet Union. They recruited journalists from major newspapers, magazines, and broadcast networks, paying them to act as spies and propagandists. These journalists would write stories that promoted the CIA's agenda, often without the knowledge of their editors or publishers. The program was so extensive that by the 1950s, the CIA had influence over more than 25 major news organizations. This included some of the most respected names in journalism, such as the New York Times, Time Magazine, and CBS News. The CIA's reach extended beyond print and broadcast media. They also infiltrated the film industry, using movies as a tool for propaganda. Hollywood was seen as a powerful medium to shape public opinion and promote American values. Films were made with subtle messages that aligned with the CIA's objectives, influencing audiences without their knowledge. The agency even had a hand in the production of certain films, ensuring that their narratives supported the fight against communism. Operation Mockingbird wasn't just about promoting pro-American sentiment, it was also about discrediting those who opposed the CIA's views. Journalists who refused to cooperate or who wrote stories critical of the agency were often targeted. They faced smear campaigns, harassment, and in some cases, their careers were destroyed. The CIA's manipulation of the media had far-reaching consequences, shaping public opinion on a wide range of issues. From foreign policy to domestic affairs, the agency's influence was felt in every corner of American life. The legacy of Operation Mockingbird serves as a cautionary tale about the power of the media and the importance of a free press. In today's world, where information is more accessible than ever, it's crucial to remain vigilant and discerning. We must remember that the media can be a tool for both enlightenment and manipulation. By questioning the sources of our information and seeking out diverse perspectives, we can protect ourselves from being misled. Operation Mockingbird may be a dark chapter in history, but it also offers valuable lessons for the present and the future. As we navigate the complexities of the modern media landscape, let's strive to be informed, critical, and always in pursuit of the truth. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more intriguing content. Let me know in the comments which conspiracy theory freaked you out the most. See you next time.